Since 1945, Weatherby's been building the finest firearms and ammunition in the world. And today, we're proud to continue that legacy from our facility in Sheridan, Wyoming. This is On Our Mark, the Weatherby podcast.
So welcome back to On Our Mark, the Weatherby podcast. We've got some special guests on a special day today here in the podcast studio with us. We got Mr. Matt Lee, Matty Ice, welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Casey Butler, Mr. Hush, how are you?
Good to be back, man. I love it over here. You guys have a good little spot etched out in the western United States, and it's fun to come over here to Sheridan.
No, it's windy. It's hot.
It's terrible.
It's rainy.
I mean, prices are high. People aren't that friendly.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But it's good to see you guys here.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we're dealing with it. Tyler, Mr. New Married Man.
I'm married.
Welcome back.
It's good to be here.
And I'm Luke. I'm your host, Chief Operating Officer here at Weatherby, and just get to wear a lot of hats. Today we've got our third annual film festival. I think probably the original idea came from your film night. I remember at Western Hunt Expo 2019 maybe?
Yeah.
Was that at the Easton's facility?
Yep.
I remember being like, dude, this is cool. We should do this.
Yeah. Well,
so you're to blame.
Yeah, I'm glad. I think we've always talked about, we've only ever done it during, like, the night before the Western Hunt Expo because we feel like a lot more of our audience will be in town. But you guys have proved that you can do it anytime. I mean, you guys are doing, again, Sheridan. It's not giant, right?
18,000 people.
Yeah, and you guys are selling out 469 seats in a movie theater here in Sheridan.
Yeah.
Which tells me, and we've always said this, the hunting community is the greatest community. You just got to bring them together, right? Mm-hmm. And we've always wanted to do one outside of the Western Hunt Expo. We just never have. And then you guys started doing this 3 years ago. And I think we're just here to support it any way we can.
We're pumped to have you involved for the second, officially involved the second year in a row. Last year we did the Alaska hunt. That needs to happen again.
Yes.
And this year, it's a little Hawaii axis deer action.
I mean, let's look at it this way. As long as it gives us a reason to go out and do fun hunts for this movie.
We should just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Alaska last year, amazing. Hawaii this year, amazing. What are we going to do next year for the movie night?
Let's figure.
Surf and turf. Let's hit Alaska, then circle back to
dude,
Hawaii.
A double up?
That's not far.
I'm not opposed to it.
Okay, there's a meat problem. Because we shipped the fish back last year. You'd have to ship everything back from Alaska.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's doable, though, right?
That's totally doable.
Okay, mark it down.
Does Alaska Airlines fly to Hawaii?
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Like direct from Anchorage would be kind of cool.
I've wondered that.
would be
Could you
rad.
go directly from Alaska to Hawaii?
That would be sweet.
I don't have my phone. I'm going to look that up.
Yeah. Now I'm curious.
Ask
please.
ChatGPT.
Hey, chat.
Oh, man. So we've actually, Weatherby and Hush has been working together since before I joined, and that was, I've been here like 7.5 years. What year do you remember? Was it like 16, 15, somewhere in there?
I'm trying to think.
Around the 65300 time?
Yeah, it was 16.
2016.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a funny story, the way we got involved with Weatherby. We all grew up giant Weatherby fans. My dad was a huge Weatherby fan growing up. And then when we started the brand, like, I don't know, like, looking back now, I thought I think it's silly, but there was brands I always just thought, like, oh, they're probably not touchable, right?
Yeah.
Weatherby, I think, was one of those. Like, we never even reached out to Weatherby until we were at SHOT Show 2015, and we met
Justin.
Yeah. But we met him through Chad Mendez.
Oh.
Chad Mendez had worked with you guys, and he was a good friend of Eric's, and we met him, and he was like, oh, meet Justin, and there's another guy at the time, Mike.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're like, yeah, we love, social media. Anyway, long story short, we got to meet Adam the next day, and I remember, like, kind of a pinch me moment. Like, I'm sitting at the table with Adam Weatherby, talking to him about our brand. Like, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, so, yeah, fast forward till now, and we've come out with 3 rifles, a shotgun.
And a shotgun.
Pretty cool. Pretty
awesome.
Yeah. But what we love about you guys is, growing up, I just knew Weatherby as a fantastic rifle. You guys made good stuff. But now knowing and learning about, like, the family of Weatherby, the behind the scenes, the people, like, you guys are kind of like the anomaly in the hunting space. It's still a family-owned company.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't sold to some big corporate thing like everybody else has. And it's pretty awesome. Like, literally walked in here and just talked to Adam.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't happen a whole lot anymore.
No, we've talked about this a little bit, and it sounds maybe belittling to some level, but it's like, kind of like Adam's our mascot in a way. I don't mean that in a negative way at all, but he's really of a gun company. He's the only, I don't know what the right word is, quote unquote, kind of public figure. He's not afraid to be out there. I'm Adam Weatherby. This is my company. And it's relatable. And it's not like nobody knows who owns SIG. Nobody knows who owns Browning. There's those guys they're gone. And it's kind of neat.
Yeah. And the people behind it, too. Like, you guys obviously had a huge move. What year was that, 2018, 19?
Mm-hmm.
You guys moved from Paso Robles, California to here, which obviously looking back, it was probably a hard decision, but looking back, like, smartest thing ever.
Yeah.
And they lost a bunch of people, which, we'd only been with Weatherby a couple of years when they made that move. And there were some people that stayed behind that we were pretty close with. But everyone that they hired, obviously you, Kevin.
Yeah,
Tyler, like, you guys moved on from Kevin. But, dude, the people make the brand, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't care what brand it is. I say that's about our company. Like, we're really small. We have 5 of us now. The people make the brand, and you guys have always done a fantastic job with hiring the right people.
Yeah,
and
that's Adam. I mean, he's good at making sure we have the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that goes a long ways, man. It does.
Yeah. Matt, what's your role in this whole thing?
I don't know. Here for a good time.
He just makes us look good.
Yeah.
That's his job, dude, and he does a really good job at it.
Yeah, just grew up. It was kind of a weird timing, I guess, growing up with social media. Like, Instagram really started popping my freshman year, 2012, and everybody was wanting to, have a hunting page and influence like the Hush guys, and they were some of my biggest idols, and I just made it like my life goal.
You just started stalking them and
just stalking them. No, life goal to like work in the hunting space and to make content because I consume so much of it. Kind of a lot like Casey and Eric's story. Just they consume so much hunting content. Maybe I should make some too.
Maybe I could do this.
Yeah, same kind of thing. And I mean, it's been 5.5 years I've officially worked for them, and it's gone super quick, but it's the best job
Has
ever.
it really been that long?
Yeah, 2020.
Holy moly. Dang.
Life, dude, it goes so fast.
How did y'all's paths cross?
I never missed a Hush movie night. Circling back to movie nights. Every hunting expo, I would never miss a Hush movie night. And I remember a couple years during high school, Western Hunting Expo was always the same weekend as the state championship of wrestling in Utah for the high school state championship. And it was always conflicting, but I'd always, leave practice on a Wednesday, burn down to Salt Lake, watch the movie night, and I'd be cutting weight so I can eat, drink, or anything. And then,
Side note, Matt Lee is one of the best wrestlers ever to come out of the state of Utah, 4-time state champion.
Snap. I
Dude,
didn't know that.
Yeah, dude is legit best wrestler I've ever met.
used to be really good. But
trust me, every once in a while we challenge him and he
throw
whoops.
down.
Yeah, he whoops.
I was gonna say you should keep that under wraps and just start betting people.
so just always put myself in front of them, and then I started guiding full time. Did that for 3 years pretty heavily, and then the 4th year I was running the whole company's website, social media, and everything, and they were really wanting to grow followers and stuff. I'm like, what we should do is we should take the Hush guys on a hunt, And they thought that was a good idea, so I approached these guys at the expo and was like, hey, guys, I'd love to, take you guys on a hunt. We'll give you an elk tag. And they're like, oh, we're not really super interested in that, but my son drew a youth tag, and do you have any property that we could hunt on? And, yeah. So I took Casey and Gage and Logie on an elk hunt, and it was super fun. And I had a camera because I was making content for the the outfitting company I worked for, and then it was a month later, Casey called me. He's like, hey, I need a camera guy in Wyoming on a whitetail hunt. Will you come film it? So that was in 2019. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to. So went and filmed a whitetail hunt and then started officially in like March, April of 2020, shed hunting with Eric.
Yeah, the first hunt he ever filmed was I came over here and did a whitetail hunt with Ben Rogers.
Yeah. Was that the hunt? I think, is that when I met you when we had dinner down in
Yeah.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
No way that was 2019.
2019, dude.
Time flies, man.
It does fly.
Too fast. And
Yeah.
dude, I tell this to my kids, and I try to tell all like younger people that I meet. I'm like, the older you get, the faster it goes too. I remember being a
Yes.
kid and just wanting it to be 18, wanting to like, get to this period of my life, and then you're where we're at now, and you're just like, I want to go back. So everything leading up to like basically until you're like 30, you're wanting to like get somewhere further, and now after 30, you're wanting to go backwards. That's how I feel anyway.
No, that's true. I want it to slow down.
Yeah, it goes,
Yeah.
and every year it just keeps going faster and faster. But getting back to Maddie, like he's done a phenomenal job for us over the years, obviously. But I just want to say, like, dude, because we get approached a lot and be like, how do I get in the hunting industry? How do I want to do this, I want to do that, and like, what would be your recommendation? And dude, honestly, it's Maddie surrounded himself. He knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to work in the hunting space, so he obviously became a guide. He honed some skills that would obviously help, which was running a camera, being able to edit. But then he was just open to meeting different people. Like, I think, to go back even further, I knew Maddie because of a mutual friend that he had opened up to, Ben. Shed Crazy went and did a hunt with him and kind of told us about him. He's like, yeah, this kid named Maddie works for R&K. He's a camera guy. So that's kind of how I knew him. But Maddie was always willing to, like, put himself out there to get found, and that's how we found him.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge thing for anybody at home that's wanting to get into the space is, dude, figure out what your skill is, hone that skill, and be open.
And then create opportunities for you to be able to shoot your shot. It sounds like you did it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I get asked a lot, like, how do I become a camera guy? I'm like, I did a lot of work for free and just, like, put myself out there, like, hey, I'd love to come help, like, and that's all it takes, everybody. I think everybody's super hesitant, but it's kind of like that old adage, like fake it till you make it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lot of weight in that if you believe in yourself.
Still doing that.
Yeah, dude.
100%.
But going back to Ben, my mom always tells me this story. Shed Crazy was sleeping on our couch when my brother's in like 7th grade. I'm in like 8th or 9th grade, and Ben's like sleeping on our couch because we met on Instagram and we're hunting elk up in the Uintas. And me and Ben talk about that story all the time. I'm like, dude, you remember when I was like 14 and you were like 25 and you were just like sleeping on my parents' couch? He's like, yeah, dude. But yeah,
that's
Ben's
hilarious.
a good dude. Yeah, it's so fun, man.
And now, now we got the younger Lee too. Like, we got Matt's younger brother Jed's gonna come work for us full time this fall and be our second camera guy. So
yeah, we got a lot of tags. We need some extra hands running some cameras.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
What's new with Weatherby?
Man, we've got your new Soryx, the Hush edition Soryx. It's a darn good looking shotgun.
I said it when I came in here. Every time I see it, I'm like, that's the best looking shotgun I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm not being biased. Maybe a little bit.
Slightly biased.
Yeah.
We're 80 years old this year.
No way.
Yeah. Whoa. September is our 80th anniversary. We got some cool plans for September.
Dang, 80 years.
It's been hard to wait because you kind of like in your anniversary year, but we've got some products and some things that we're going to be rolling out really throughout the next 12 months that are pretty rad. We've been saying that since we got here, like when we moved fully into Wyoming, 2019, we launched the original Mark V backcountry with the 6.5 RPM. And we're like, hey, we're just getting started. And we haven't gone 6 months without something significant launching.
Yeah, we've had a lot of product launches since I've been here, for sure.
And
so
we're going to keep up that pace.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, we'll show you. We'll give you guys a sneak preview.
I'm going to say, is this what the tour's going to include? Like, I haven't heard about many of these things.
There's one that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah. I know where that's. I know what you're talking about. I got that sample. I'll go grab that from JD. But
Yeah.
So
We've got some fun stuff. Some new cartridges in the works. We've got like a lot. So we're pumped.
Would you say since you guys moved to California
Wyoming.
or Wyoming, moved from California, you guys have done more like new caliber launches than you've ever done before? I mean, that's that's kind of what Weatherby's known for, right? Creating their own cartridge.
We've done 2.5,
yeah,
I guess. 224, kind of a relaunch.
Yeah.
I guess if you look back in basically in the last 5 years that we've done 2.5 cartridge introductions, that's probably a decent pace. But if you go back into the 50s, you got the 300 Weatherby, 2D7, 270, all like pretty tight. It's probably not quite there yet, but it's also a different time. Like if you go back then, there was no PRCs, there was no Creedmoors. There was some
30-06s.
there wasn't a lot. So if you kind of normalized it for that, like there's not a lot of blue sky space in the overall cartridge C anymore. So you got to really make sure you're honing in on the right thing. It needs to make sense. Like we're not just doing stuff to do it. The 6.5 RPM, we purpose built for the 6 lug action that we thought, like, man, we got this super lightweight action. Let's make a cartridge that's like still Magnum performance, but capitalizes on the lightweightness of that action. So we've kind of followed that. Like there's got to be a reason, and it might not be the same reason for everybody else. Like Creedmoor, that's a volume game. Like, hey, it's great as a target. We still want to do really good hunting products, really good hunting cartridges, and there's still some room.
Yeah, that was the year that we came on now. I think you said that was the year that you guys launched the 6.5 300.
Yeah. Yeah, that one made a ton of sense. Like the fastest 6.5 out there still is. There's a lot of reason behind that. And then the Creedmoor came out, I guess, probably around then. I can't remember the exact year.
Yeah, it was. I want to say it was like a year after that.
Yeah, but totally different. 308 base cartridge, slow on purpose, great for the range. 6.5 300, if we're being honest, not great for the range. Great for hunting.
Not great for the range.
But if you want to go to the range and shoot, boxes and boxes, do a Creedmoor. Yeah. If you want to go kill stuff.
You call it the Needmore, though, right?
The 6.5 Needmore.
Yeah.
I do call it that.
Creedmoor was actually, I thought it was this early. It was actually 2007.
No way.
Yeah, it was.
No,
I don't think it didn't get popular until the mid-teens.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Wow.
07.
Where does Creedmoor even come from? Like the name?
There was a shop. And
big fans of the Creed, of the music singers.
We need more Creed, dude.
Take me.
Can we do a 6.5 Nickelback?
Yes. Oh man. The Vortex guys are gonna do that next.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry,
They did a 6.5 BC. Remember that one?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, I actually don't know what the name is.
There was a guy that championed the cartridge who I believe it was either the shop name or his last name.
Gotcha.
Creedmoor Shooting Sports, and in Pennsylvania maybe. I can't remember the exact. This is a lot of years back.
That's wild. It came out in 07.
Sometimes it takes a while for something to really catch on. But.
You know what's funny about cartridges? Like, you guys probably remember these days. Way back when I first got married, that's when I like buckled down and started like looking into like hunting gear more as gear and not just like whatever my dad got me, right? Mm-hmm. So I got married in 2003, and then I really wanted to buy my own hunting rifle. I had like a 308 growing up. My dad gave it to me, but that's what the year that like the Winchester short mags came out. Mm. And I remember, like, it was the 7mm, the 270, and the 300 all came out within a couple of years, and I was trying to decide between them. And I decided to go with the 7mm because the ballistics or whatever, I can't even remember how I decided. But the other thing, I remember a guy telling me at a gun shop, he's like, well, you need to try to choose the one that's going to last longest, that's going to be around. I'm like, dude, these are the hottest things, like, in firearms. They're going to be around forever. And so I chose the 7mm. Dude, you can't find.
The WSMs are tough.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
That's what's wild. Like, how do you create a cartridge that's going to stick around?
Some would say marketing. Some would say it has to make sense.
Yeah.
But that goes back to why we have to purpose build
Yeah.
cartridges. I mean, rifle models and makeups, those are, they have a shelf life, but cartridges last forever is the goal, right?
Yeah. It's funny. I think probably Weatherby is unique in that we have some really cool cartridges, I think, that are probably underrated, like 7mm Weatherby. We care. We want it to do as much as possible. Obviously, we're a for-profit business, but we're going to continue to support that as long as we're in business.
Yeah.
I think some of the bigger ammunition companies, if they load WSMs and they're not doing well, they're probably going to kill it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're proud that we support all. What are we? 17, 18 cartridges now that we load. We've got multiple projectiles available in every single one. We try to have a basic cup and core, which is usually a Hornady interlock. We try to have a all copper option, and we try to have a premium bonded option. At a minimum, we'll have 3. And then in some, like 300 Weatherby, we've got like 7 or 8 options.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, ammo's hard.
Yeah.
It's a hard part of the business.
I would assume so. We try to make T-shirts and hats, and those are hard for us.
Yeah, you guys have some cool T-shirts and hats.
Making ammunition's a lot different.
It's like
than that.
rocket science.
Yeah.
Miniature rockets.
Yeah. Rocket surgery. Yeah.
We're going to need to have a T-shirt that says rocket science. It's just a cartridge.
We know some guys who make T-shirts.
I bet.
Yes. Yeah, we could lay something out for you real quick.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Let's go. What's coming up for you guys?
Oh, it's here, man. The fall is here, which is the most exciting part of our
It's go time.
career, obviously.
It's August 1st.
I say this every year, though, and I've been saying this since I started Hush. But, dude, before Hush, and it was, my hobby was to hunt, and it still is my hobby. We just are fortunate that we get to film it. But, dude, I would look forward to August 1st every year because that meant 1 month
To go time.
to go time because I was an Idaho resident. Archery, elk hunting in Idaho was my jam. And that starts August 30th every year. And, dude, so as soon as August 1st hit, I was like, all right, it's time to get ready, like start, shooting more, doing, getting my stuff in a pile, like whatever. Anymore, dude, it's August 1st hit, and I'm like, I'm so far behind this year. I need to get going.
Yeah.
And it's just because of the stress of it, right? So our first hunt is August 16th this year.
Yeah, there used to be like an off season.
Yeah.
This
Not
year,
so much.
dude, it
No.
has been pedal
We've
to the
kind
metal.
of we've kind of been doing the same thing too, and this is actually a good lead into a question I was going to ask you guys. It's not really a question, but like a conversational time. But how can somebody hunt every month of the year?
It seems really easy now that we
Yeah.
do this, but
What's your January?
January archery, over-the-counter archery, elk or deer hunting in Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
Like
Yep,
one of the
that's a good one.
greatest tags
Yeah.
there is, which I think it's harder to get the tag now. But like we did it 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, dude, why don't more people know about this tag? That's a great one.
Well, now they might.
They already do. They started to change it. Anyway,
February.
February is more shed, like
Shed
getting ready
hunting.
for shed hunting.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
February we kind of take off because it is expo season for us in February. But you could go start shed hunting.
Do you
Mexico Coos.
Mexico Coos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to back.
We might do that this year.
Okay.
Maddie's a
March.
big ice fisherman, so he kind of switches up gears there, and
That counts.
he's sitting
Yeah.
in an ice hut.
Hunting big lake trout or something, you know.
Yeah.
March.
March. What could you
Definitely
do?
shed season. Turkeys are starting.
Yeah, you could do turkeys in Florida. There's going to be a super lake goose hunt in Oregon, and then I killed an
Yeah,
aoudad
duck
in
hunting.
March.
Duh. January,
Yeah,
February,
aoudad.
right?
Aoudad
I feel like
March.
aoudad and pigs and axis deer, you could really fit in
Yeah.
a lot of gaps.
Yeah, it's the cheat code.
April's easy. Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Starting to get into bears a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, April's a good month.
May.
Bears.
Bears. May's for the bears.
June.
Axis deer.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
We just
axis
did
deer is
that. That's
popping
the
in
film.
June.
It's
Axis
gonna show
deer,
tonight.
bears in Alaska, bears anywhere in June. But yeah, axis deer.
July.
axis deer.
And technically, when we did our Alaska one, I killed a bear on July 1st.
Yeah.
So it's still bear
Yeah.
season.
July.
The season resets.
Yeah, it resets.
We didn't even talk about there's some really good coyote hunting in February.
Oh, yeah.
March.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's gone like. That's funny. Like when we were just talking about like cartridges that were popular and kind of went away. When I got married, like a couple years before I got married, my life is based around when I got married. Obviously, 2003. Dude, coyote hunting was so big back then. Like I got into coyote hunting because then I could do something in the off season.
Right.
And I loved trying to go out and trick coyotes to come into
Yeah.
calls. It was so popular.
Isn't it weird? Like when coyote hunting was super popular and everybody did it, it's like the heyday of mule deer.
Hey.
Dude, saying
Hey.
What's your opinion?
Correlation, causation. I don't know.
Do you think coyote hunting is not nearly as popular?
Definitely when I was
goes in cycles.
Yeah, when I was obsessed with all things YouTube and social media through high school, there was a handful of YouTube channels that all they did was coyote hunt, and I would watch them all the time.
Yeah, I think it's kind of
Hidden
gone.
Instinct, the O'Neill Ops. Like
Oh,
a bunch
those
of
guys
those
were.
dude.
They're from like South Dakota.
Yeah,
right?
Foxborough Fur Taker, like that guy. Like there was a bunch of them, dude. Yeah, it was way bigger.
The
Yeah.
cool ones now are the guys who do them with dogs, like run.
Oh yeah,
dogs.
my
That's-
buddy
that's
Dobie, who I
intense.
used to guide with, he's got 3 dogs that are
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
That's wild.
But coyote hunting is the easiest now I think about it, is like you can do that any time of the year.
I think doing it in late winter or early spring is awesome before fawns drop. And
Yeah.
Yeah. It's important too.
There's
Yeah,
so many cool studies too, like targeted on predators. Like if it's fawn drop season and you do go out and hunt, like that's when you can have a population impact on for
Yeah.
mule deer and elk. Is when those
Yeah.
specific times.
Instead of brush for bucks, dude, let's do
coyotes for bucks.
yeah, coyotes for bucks, dude.
Just get 200 people out there hunting coyotes. I'd be down.
Hey.
No, back when I worked at R&K, we'd do all these collar studies every year. And we, without getting in the weeds too much, but we had a lion problem. There
Yes.
was,
A lot of lions.
yeah, I'd see 1 or 2 lions a week guiding. I'd probably see
What?
30 of them in a season. I have
If you're seeing that many, then there's
How many are
a
there?
lot.
yeah, and nobody believes me till I start showing them all these digiscoping videos of just lions. I'm like, oh yeah, here's the proof, you know. And so R&K funded this collar study. I was like, dude, our deer population is diving, and it's not winter kill, it's lions. So anyways, they were able to open up like a quota hunt, and they're like, okay, if you can kill 50 lions, like we'll give you more tags. But that's like, there's no way.
That's a lot of lions.
They killed 50 lions in like 10 days within 10 miles of the lodge, dude.
No.
Yes.
That's
I
insane.
was about to say, if you see that many,
Yeah.
there's a whole lot.
So I learned a lot about predators in that short amount of time, because it was like, dude, you'd kill one tom and another one would move in. And so we got like a handle on the lions, and then you see this boom in the coyotes, and all these studies are showing that like a couple decent sized coyotes, 2 or 3 of them will kill like a deer a week. You know, you hear that with a lion, like
Yeah.
a lion kills a deer a week. I never knew coyotes had the same impact.
It's wild.
Dang, dude.
They got to
Crazy.
eat.
They
So-
gotta eat.
Walk us through that. So you killed the lions, and then you saw a boom in the coyotes.
Yeah, because I'm sure they
It
just
created
compete.
room.
Yeah,
they
they
created
compete.
space and food.
But the craziest part about that whole lion thing was we'd count and collar all these deer, and in this one unit there was like 10,300 deer or something on the winter range, and that was the year of that crazy winter kill. And so we killed X amount of lions, and doing the math, like one lion kills 50 deer in a year potentially, and that deer herd went from 10,000 to like 2,000 or something from that winter kill. And then if we didn't kill those lions, it very easily could have, like, the lions would have killed
Decimated
all the
that.
deer in that unit, and then they all would have died of starvation. So it's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
one of
wild.
those conservation
The
things in real time that you got to see, because you're like, dude, all this was a train wreck. Like if we didn't step in and kill lions, like they would have killed all the deer, and then all the lions would have died of starvation. It's kind of wild to think about.
I'm kind of reminded about some of our conversations in Hawaii. Like I was very ignorant to Hawaii generally. Like I had never been. I hadn't really looked into it that much, and being there, talking to Nick about, I'm like, why you have so many axis deer? He's like, dude, there's no winter, and there's no predators. Like, if a fawn is born, fawn's going to make it.
Yeah.
Like, we're the predators. And so if we're not killing enough, they're just going to bloom, and they have. It's wild.
It is crazy.
Yeah, they released a handful of deer.
8 deer in 1860 in Molokai.
And now
There's over 300,000.
on that island.
On that island.
Well, in Hawaii.
In Hawaii, okay.
Yeah. I think in Maui there's like 100,000,
It's crazy.
which, dude, Maui's not that big. Molokai's even smaller, and it used to have like 80 or 100,000. And Molokai, you could see across the island when you're on one mountain, you can see the others. Like, it's not big, dude. It's crazy.
I think sometimes we forget about the impact that humans can have on an ecosystem. And Hawaii just being Maui being a relatively small island. When Nick was talking about they had the sugar cane, and then rats got off of like old school ships and then started decimating the sugar cane, and they're like, oh, let's bring in mongoose so that the mongoose will kill the rats, but like the rats are nocturnal and the mongoose aren't, or vice versa.
Yeah, yep.
And
that's right.
the mongoose ate no rats, but they just like
All the-
decimated all the local birds.
Yeah, all the native nesting birds are gone, dude.
So they're like, whoops.
Yeah, that's
It's
tough.
just like a human petri dish, dude. We're just trying things out there.
Yeah.
Throwing darts.
It's crazy. Like, we think specifically about mule deer, and like we love to hunt mule deer or elk or whatever, and you don't really think about the overall impact that they're seeing. Tonight we're going to show a film from University of Wyoming that has they've been doing a study on invasive weeds and grasses. It's a major problem. And nobody really talks or thinks about it that much. You guys probably have with Brush for Bucks, but
Yeah, when we started doing Brush for Bucks, just to hit on that a little bit, I was we started it because we thought it was a good idea, but we didn't really know what conservation was. And we're still learning, obviously. But, like when they have these fires, which you guys just had, big one here in the Bighorns, but like they have these fires on these wintering grounds, and, all the native species of sagebrush and plants that the deer rely on are gone. Well, then cheatgrass takes over. Yeah. Which is wild. Cheatgrass isn't even native to the United States. It came over on ships from, Europe back in the 1800s. It came over with like hay they were bringing over for, livestock. And once that stuff starts taking over, like nothing can grow.
Yeah,
nothing native can grow.
It grows aggressively. It has very low nutritional value, and it goes from green to brown very early. So it like spreads, basically drowns out room for the other good plants to grow, and then it dies early. So there's like no.
And they have like really bad root bases, so it doesn't hold moisture in the ground.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
And it spreads fast.
It just washes and does all the things. That's what that film's about. It's about essentially cheatgrass and Medusa head.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
We started Brush for Bucks 5 years ago, or this was our fifth annual. So 5 years, and we've learned so much, and I'm so intrigued by conservation and what the impact it has. Like you said, and like sometimes we just don't think about it. And as hunters, like we should be thinking about it, and how can we help? And sometimes it takes a trip to Hawaii to see like an isolated situation.
Yeah, this little microbiology unit.
To really get your brain turning and being like, okay, what are we doing back in the States? Because I guess in the United States it's harder to think about it because we have, it's not just one island. We have, this giant piece of land that we, all of the United States. But dude, all these little areas that we hunt and we enjoy are affected by little things. And how can we do good for those things?
Yeah. We gotta solve some of it.
For sure.
It's wild.
Predator hunting is number one. Get out and do some coyote hunting.
Yeah.
Is that my camera right there?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, go do coyote hunting.
What about August?
Coyote hunting.
Mule deer.
September, coyote hunting. Quit hunting deer, just hunt coyotes.
Just shoot the coyotes.
August is for the
Mule
deers, dude.
Yeah.
Matt's a big deer guy.
Where are you probably don't want to give too many things away, but where are you hunting deer in August?
Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got, then I got another tag that will be unnamed.
Where's that at, Matt?
Be unnamed, but potentially going to kill my biggest
I like
deer.
the August caribou situation.
Oh,
That's
We've
something
done
we
that.
talked about this. We're going to get back to that.
We have to do that again.
I would love to do that one. That sounds fun.
That's-
I'd love to be lucky and draw a sheep tag too.
Yeah, for sure.
For
but
August.
The caribou thing's very attainable, and that's been, to this date, probably my favorite hunt. It's so fun.
I agree. I think even like that's very attainable by most people is to go do what we did.
I want to do a fly-out caribou hunt.
That's
I
what
do
we're
too.
doing next year.
Yeah,
Luke's
that's
in charge of that, right?
Should we do that instead of, like, we'll do bump Maui one way or another?
Not instead of, in addition
In
to.
addition
Come
to.
on.
We got to make
Think
movies,
big.
dude.
Are we trying to create content or not?
Yeah.
Well, that was a funny thing when we started Hush. It was like we would always say, how can we extend the season? How can we get more hunts in? And that was obviously August was a big month because, again, I grew up like August 30th being opening day. So how can we get more hunts in August? And, dude, Utah deer, obviously
Nevada.
Caribou, Nevada deer, all those things are in August. So
September.
elk.
Yeah,
It's for the elk. Except for you guys have some really good deer tags this year.
we do. Yeah. Excited for that.
With
new
toys, right?
I'm
it's a new
envious
season.
of that whole situation.
Have you
I
guys
wonder-
talked about that, or have you?
No.
Oh,
It's just
so I won't.
top secret.
No, but we love to do teasers on the
Yeah.
podcast for
It's-
people that listen.
It's looking like a Western hunt situation.
Yeah, what you guys have coming out, I'm so excited about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always excited about everything you guys have, but what you guys are doing is very near and dear to mine and Matt's hearts.
I like it. Yeah.
I
We'll
love
leave it there.
a lot.
October,
And mule deer,
100%.
like growing up, October general season deer tag in Idaho was like the jam, and it still is the jam.
November.
Elk.
Matt's just always getting back to elk.
Elk. Yeah.
Mule deer, dude. I thought you were
Colorado
a mule
elk.
deer guy.
I do love mule deer.
You want to hunt deer in the rut or not?
Yeah. That
I
sounds
do,
weird.
but those tags are pretty hard to come by.
They are.
You have a tag.
It was hard to come by.
Eastern Plains, Colorado, dude.
Oh yeah,
Let's
dude,
go.
mule deer. That's way better than elk.
Yeah, November.
Yeah, mule deer, elk,
Yeah,
Mule deer,
December.
elk. Me and Eric are coming to Wyoming for an elk.
Did
hunt.
he say elk every month?
I think since September.
Dude, he sits and argues with us that deer are the coolest creatures, mule deer are the coolest creatures. We should just hunt deer, and then he said elk every month.
Every
Okay,
month.
here's my argument. I think a mature mule deer is harder to kill than a mature elk, but I do think
100%.
a mature elk is harder to find. Like a 400-inch elk is harder to find than a 200-inch mule deer. I will forfeit to that argument.
So if you can only hunt one creature moving forward,
Mule
what
deer.
is it? Okay, stuck to
But-
your
I would
guns.
agree.
But I think if two animals were on a side hill, a 400-inch elk and a 200-inch deer, the harder one to get into bow range of is a mule deer, 100%.
Which
well,
one-
you can call an elk in.
Yeah,
Which one are
dude,
you
they-
killing
You're
though?
not going to bugle a deer in.
Is
But
it
that's
a- is
also
it
why
a-
they're cool.
Is it a typical mule deer?
A straight, slick 400-inch bull, or a buck that's 180-inch mainframe with 20-inch cheaters?
400-inch bull.
Really?
But if it's a typical 200-inch deer, 200-inch deer all day.
We could play this game.
There's
I know.
levels to
Yeah,
this,
I
dude.
love this game.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, we could go to town with that one. But sadly though, we got to wrap it up. So I've got some more stuff. Today's a busy day. We got a lot going on.
No, I'm excited about today. I'm excited for the next thing. What are we doing? Tour?
Tour. Yeah,
Tour.
we're gonna go
Matt's
do tour.
never been here. Jed's never been here. My son Gage has never been here. Let's go show him around.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna go give him the Casey Butler tour.
Hey, I'm pumped you guys are here. Thank you for coming. Thanks for jumping on the podcast with us.
Thanks for having us, man. Thanks for doing the movie night. I'm super stoked about it.
I'm pumped.
Last
Now-
year was the first year, it's our second year. Like I'm looking forward to this every year moving forward.
Now I'm looking forward to Alaska, Hawaii, and then back to Alaska.
Yeah, for the movie night.
For the movie night.
That's
yeah.
what we're
Yeah.
doing it for.
Sounds like 20 and 26 is gonna be great.
Yeah,
Great-
so
greatest year
everybody
ever.
everybody
PHA.
watching right now, you will want to buy tickets for next year because it's going to be
Are they on
pretty
sale
wild.
for next year already?
Not yet.
They're
Not
probably
yet.
sold out
Yes.
already.
Stay tuned.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
My marketing budget sounds pretty fun for next year.